Good morning, Joseph Case High School. Today's Monday, June 15th. It is the beginning of our final week of school with the 2019-2020 school year. And what a year it has been. So we're wrapping up a lot of things this week, including your term 4 classes with your teachers. So if there's work or assignments to be done, this is the time for you to get them in and to communicate with your teachers about that. Parents have questions, please communicate with your teachers about these questions. So just a few things for me. It's a beginning of a week of closure for us. I had a really nice weekend. Nice weekend with my family, doing some nice family, very simple things, whether it was going to the beach or going for some ice cream, or I had an awesome bike ride on the Bristol Warren bike path. It was outstanding. We just had such a nice time being together, doing very simple things too. So I'd like to share with you, as I have these past months, what I've been reading. I continue to read Green Was My Valley. I really enjoy it. It's I guess it's a classic book. I kept finding it in my basement. So I've never read that, and it's really good. It's such a classic story structure, and it takes place in Wales. And I really haven't read too many stories of a Welsh background, so I've been enjoying that one. I'm also educating myself, reading Ibram Kendi's How to Be an Anti-Racist. It's really such a well-written, eye-opening book here, and I'm highly recommending people in my house to read it. I got it from the Swansea Public Library, and I was so glad that the libraries are open again, and it was so easy. I ordered it online. I got a call. It was in a bag for me in their gazebo that afternoon. So anyway, I really recommend that. And I do read a play a week, and I'm reading this play from the late 80s called Some Americans Abroad. I don't remember if I've ever read it before. I've owned it for years, but I might have read it. Anyway, so that's my play this week. Yeah. Another thing, funny, I was having a discussion with someone yesterday about what my summer reading was going to be. Usually I pick up one big classic title that I haven't done before and kind of conquer it. And I said, I'm not sure if I'm up for it this summer here. And it's funny. So about a half an hour after I said that to the person, again, in the basement, I was doing laundry or something, and this book popped up. This is an old book of mine, The Plague by Albert Camus. I think I came across it when I was at Boston College, and I remember starting it. I don't remember finishing it. Anyway, so I think I'm going to read The Plague this summer. And really look for what the parallels of this book are to kind of what we're facing these days. So that's some of the things that are on my mind. So as far as school, I continue to get great pictures from families from the class of 2020, and I will share them with you in afternoon Cardinal Notes. And whenever I get information for seniors, I will continue to share that with senior families. Also, we'll be giving them some more information about how to buy summer senior prom tickets, whether additional opportunities at the high school in the next couple of weeks or by mail. So those will be in Cardinal Notes during this week here. So Grab and Go Breakfast and Lunch, which has been a very successful program these past couple of months, are still available in front of the Joseph Case High School for the entire community through this Friday. That's June 19th. They've recently have pared down the hours of that they're available right now through Friday, beginning at 11 a.m. Until 12:30 p.m. Another question that keeps coming up is, when do underclassmen get their yearbooks? So underclassmen yearbooks can be picked up at the same time that students return their books and school materials and clean out their locker for the final time. Those days will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have published kind of a matrix of times that we've kind of parceled out the alphabet. So, for example, on Wednesday, on Thursday will be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And we just divided the alphabet in different hour slots on those days. Not always the same slot. For example, if your last name begins with a B, you might be coming at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, but your time might be 1 o'clock on Thursday. So if you're interested in coming Wednesday or Thursday, certainly check today's Cardinal notes about what day you will be assigned. And then on Friday from 9 to noon, really whenever is good for you. Chromebooks, if you were distributed a Chromebook earlier this spring, they are to be returned to the junior high school this Friday, June 19th, between 10:30 and 11 a.m. This is a change of time that was originally published here. Chromebooks to the rear of the junior high, same place where many of you picked them up, Friday, June 19th, from 10:30 to 11 a.m. And my last announcement, just a reminder of our school-wide summer read, will be The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. I'll put a nice picture of it in today's Cardinal Notes. I'm also going to be donating, I'm hoping to donate 10 copies to Swansea Public Library for this summer, so in case you want to get an early jump on that. It was a great read. I read it a couple months ago at the advice of teachers and parents who thought it would be a great title for our school. So that's it on my end. A word of the day is Pyrrhic. Pyrrhic. P-Y-R-R-H-I-C. It's an adjective. Usually pertains to a victory. And Pyrrhic means it's something won at too great a cost to have been worthwhile to the victor. So, for example, our winning of the opening game was a Pyrrhic victory because our leading scorer was seriously injured. So it's a great word. We're continuing our word of the week, our word of the day, for our last week of school. Our final positive sign Thursday will be coming up on the 18th. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Hope you do a lot with your day. Make the day important, make the day meaningful. Stay safe, stay strong. Please, if at all possible, stay home. Especially when I hear on the news about these surge in cases and people kind of letting their guards down about social distancing and wearing masks. Yeah, so our future's in our hands. So let's continue to do the right thing. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. And our mission statement: Joseph Case High School provides a safe, diverse, and rich environment to help students become lifelong learners with 21st century skills. Our core values are communication, authentic learning opportunities, shared responsibility and academic excellence, integrity, engagement of students as active learners, high order thinking skills, and a strong 21st century knowledge base. This concludes today's announcements on Monday, June 15th. You have a great day.